They can take your job. They can break your heart. Life will throw storms at you. But what if you had a mind so strong, so steady, that nothing could shake it? Over 2,500 years ago, a prince walked away from a palace of luxury and discovered the blueprint for unbreakable mental strength. These Buddhist secrets have helped monks stay calm in chaos and peaceful in pain, and today, you'll learn the exact same tools. By the end of this video, you won't just know how to be mentally strong, you'll feel it. Picture this. You're standing by a river watching two different trees. One is young and rigid. When the storm comes, it breaks. The other is old and flexible. It bends with the wind, but never falls. Buddhism teaches us that true mental strength isn't about becoming harder. It's about becoming wiser, more flexible, and deeply rooted in understanding. The Buddha himself was once a sheltered prince who had never faced real suffering. But when he encountered old age, sickness, and death, his comfortable world shattered. Instead of breaking, he chose to seek answers. What he discovered became the foundation for building unshakable mental strength that has guided humanity for over 2 millennia. Today, neuroscience confirms what Buddhist masters knew all along. Our minds can be trained, reshaped, and strengthened just like muscles. But unlike physical strength that fades with time, mental strength grows deeper and more powerful with age. Tip number 1. Master the art of non-attachment. The first secret to mental strength is learning to hold everything lightly. Buddhism calls this non-attachment. Not caring less, but caring without clinging. Imagine you're holding a beautiful butterfly. If you squeeze too tight, you'll crush it. If you hold too loosely, it flies away. Non-attachment is that perfect middle ground, appreciating the butterfly's beauty while allowing it the freedom to be itself. Sarah worked for 15 years at her dream company. When layoffs came and she lost her job, she felt destroyed. Her identity was so attached to her role that losing it felt like losing herself. But through Buddhist practice, she learned that she wasn't her job. She was the consciousness experiencing the job. This shift in perspective didn't eliminate her sadness, but it prevented her from drowning in it. Non-attachment doesn't mean becoming cold or uncaring. It means loving fully while understanding that everything changes. When you stop trying to control outcomes and start focusing on your responses, you discover a strength that no external circumstance can touch. Practice this. Every morning, remind yourself that today will bring both joys and challenges. Say this affirmation: I will engage fully with whatever comes, but I will not let my happiness depend on things going my way. The Buddha taught that attachment is the root of suffering. When we attach our peace to external things, relationships, money, status, even our own thoughts, we become prisoners of circumstances beyond our control. But when we learn to find stability within ourselves, we become unshakable. Tip number 2. Transform suffering into wisdom. The second secret might surprise you. Buddhism doesn't teach us to avoid suffering. It teaches us to transform it into wisdom and strength. Think of suffering like coal under pressure. In the Earth's darkness, tremendous pressure transforms ordinary coal into brilliant diamonds. Similarly, our struggles, when approached with the right mindset, become the very source of our greatest strength. The 4 noble truths in action. 1. Life contains suffering. This isn't pessimistic, it's realistic. Accepting this truth actually brings relief because you stop fighting reality. 2. Suffering has a cause, usually our resistance to what is, our demands that life be different. 3. Suffering can end, not by changing circumstances, but by changing our relationship to them. 4. There's a path to end suffering through wisdom, ethical living, and mental training. Consider Maya, who lost her teenage son in an accident. The pain was unbearable. But through Buddhist teachings, she learned that grief was love with nowhere to go. Instead of fighting her pain, she honored it. She started a support group for other grieving parents. Her suffering became her strength, and her wound became her wisdom. She didn't get over her loss. She grew around it. Buddhism teaches that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Pain is what happens to you. Suffering is what you add to the pain through your thoughts, resistance, and stories. The practice of sacred suffering. When difficulty arises, instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "How can this teach me?" Instead of, "This shouldn't be happening," try, "This is my current reality. How can I respond with wisdom?" Every Buddhist meditation hall has a statue of the Buddha with a serene expression. He's not smiling because his life was easy. He witnessed war, disease, and death. He's peaceful because he learned to see suffering as a teacher, not an enemy. Tip number 3, cultivate present, moment awareness. The third secret to mental strength is the power of presence. Your mind creates most of its own suffering by living everywhere except the present moment. Imagine your mind as a house with many rooms. Most people spend their time in the past regret room or the future worry room. But there's one room they rarely visit, the present moment room. This is where peace lives, where strength grows, and where life actually happens. The science of presence. When you're fully present, your brain's stress-producing regions calm down, while areas associated with focus, compassion, and emotional regulation become stronger. You're literally rewiring your brain for resilience. Marcus was a businessman whose mind never stopped racing. He worried about tomorrow's meetings during today's conversations. He replayed yesterday's mistakes during this morning's shower. He was physically present but mentally absent from his own life. Through mindfulness meditation, he learned to anchor his attention in the present. His stress levels dropped, his relationships improved, and paradoxically, his business performance increased because he could focus completely on one task at a time. The breath as your anchor. Buddhism teaches that your breath is always available as a gateway to the present moment. You can't breathe in the past or future. Every breath happens now. When your mind spirals into worry or regret, simply return to your breathing. This isn't escape. It's coming home to yourself. Mindful daily living. You don't need to sit in meditation for hours. Practice presence while walking. Feel your feet touching the ground. While eating, taste your food. While listening, really hear the person speaking. Every moment becomes an opportunity to strengthen your mental muscles. The Buddha said, "The present moment is the only moment available to us, and it is the door to all moments." When you master presence, you discover that most of your problems exist only in your thoughts about the past or future, not in your actual present experience. These three principles work together like legs of a strong stool. Non-attachment gives you flexibility, transforming suffering gives you wisdom, and present moment awareness gives you stability. Your daily mental strength training. Morning. Set an intention to practice non-attachment. Remind yourself that you'll engage fully, but hold outcomes lightly. During challenges, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Transform every difficulty into a lesson. Evening. Spend 5 minutes in mindful breathing, anchoring yourself in the present moment. Remember, mental strength isn't built overnight. Just as physical fitness requires consistent exercise, mental strength requires daily practice. But unlike physical training that maintains your current level, mental training compounds. Each day of practice makes you stronger than the day before. Buddhism offers us a path tested by millions of practitioners across thousands of years. These aren't just beautiful ideas. They're practical tools that work when you work with them. You now hold the same 3 keys that have unlocked mental strength for countless souls throughout history. Non-attachment to outcomes, transformation of suffering into wisdom, and the power of present moment awareness. These aren't just concepts, they're your new superpowers, waiting to be activated. But here's the truth. Knowing these secrets isn't enough. You must practice them. Start today. Start small, but start. Your future self is counting on it. If this video has planted a seed of wisdom in your heart, nurture it by hitting that like button and sharing your thoughts in the comments below. What's one area where you'll begin practicing mental strength? And if you're ready to continue this journey of transformation, subscribe and ring that notification bell, because every week we explore more ancient wisdom that can revolutionize your modern life. Remember, you already have everything you need to become mentally unbreakable. The question isn't whether you can, it's whether you will.